Right, good morning folks. Look what I've got to play with today. Right, so I'm at Claycross, Kawasaki, and I'm about to take this little beauty for a test ride. Well, this feels like going back to the 60s. Okay, let's see how we get on. Let's go. Right, let's go and take it for a little trip around the Peak District. Well, the brakes are good. It does feel a bit strange having just climbed off an adventure bike, I've got to say. It's small, but I'll soon get used to that. Now, first impressions. You can feel a few vibrations through the bars and the seat. But it's very smooth for a big single. So this is the demonstrator bike. It's got about 1100 miles on the clock so far. So it should be nicely running. And I'm plodding along, I think, in third gear. 3000 revs, just under 40 miles an hour. And that's quite nice. I think the previous rider must have been a bit of a shorty, because I'm going to have to adjust those mirrors, because I can't see a damn thing behind me. Very easy to find neutral. That's better. First gear's quite short. You are changing up into second very quickly. It's got some pull in second gear. And the suspension's not too bad, better than I was expecting over that speed bump. Seen a lot of reviews, everybody criticising the handling of it. That's not bad. I was expecting it to wallow a bit and it doesn't. Now the seat feels quite firm, but at the moment it's quite comfortable. I have to say this engine is very flexible. Better than I expected. Well, this is the 650 Rotax engine, which is developed from the original engine from the BMW 650, and I had one of those, and this does feel got a bit more pulp than the BMW had. Having said that, that was a carburettor model. This obviously is fuel injected. But it is the 653 Rotax engine. Now that does stop really well. I'm surprised for a single disc. That does stop really well. Yeah, so first gear really is just to get you moving. Drop it into second and it's pulls like a train. Back brake's pretty good, which is unusual. Now I've got this for 2 hours, so should be able to have some fun. Right, let's see what it goes like uphill. Well, this is certainly no slouch. Okay. That has got a really nice howl, but yeah, it does vibrate. It's not unpleasant, don't get me wrong. But you do know you're on a big old single. Well, I hope the camera's picking up the exhaust note. No problem holding the speed limits, no problem at all. I don't think I would want to do a couple of hours on a motorway at motorway speeds. The vibration would be perhaps a little bit too much. But for blotting round A roads, B roads, contra lines, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I've noticed on other reviews on YouTube that people have said it doesn't handle very well. Goes round bends like a 50p piece. I can't say I've noticed that. There's a big roundabout coming up just down here. Let's have a little waltz around that. That should prove that theory one way or another. Clutch is extremely light. Beautiful. Let's have a waltz round this roundabout and see if it's true. Okay. Well, I can't see there was anything wrong with that. So sorry lads, if you thought it wouldn't go around roundabouts, you're riding it wrong. Low speed, very easy to ride. I quite like the riding position as well. Now I'm 5'10", bit of a fat git, and actually this suits me very nicely. So I have to say, it's been no jerkiness with the throttle. Fueling's pretty good. So this is Chatsworth House. So I'm not going to go into all the technical stuff, there's no point, there have been hundreds of videos. To me this is all about how it makes you feel. And I must admit, it does make you feel good. People have complained about this thing, the little USB thing. It actually doesn't look that bad, and I reckon if it bothered you that much, you could actually turn that upside down so it hung underneath, but then it might hit the tank. I don't know, you'd have to experiment with that, but it doesn't look that bad. It does look a bit of an afterthought, but you know, it's not that bad. Sheep poo all over the road. Come on ladies. Oh, fantastic. Well, this is going to make a good thumbnail shot, isn't it? They're all coming now. Oh boy. Right, this might take a bit of explaining when I take the bike back to the dealers. Still, why it's covered in sheep poo. That'd be a novel one. Oh dear. Yep, no lack of power for overtaking. Well, I have to say, if you want to throw it around on the back roads, the country lanes, 50-60 miles an hour, it's extremely good fun. It does handle well. So I could waffle on for hours about this. However, ask me a simple question: would I buy one? And I think I have to say, yes, I would. I can't fault it. It's got real character. It's got enough real world performance, especially if you live where I do, on the edge of the Peak District. It's mostly 50 limits around here. If you live in Wales, it's 20 limits. Try doing that on your Fireblade. Is it a commuting bike? I suppose you could do. I wouldn't want to ride it all year round just because of the lack of weather protection. But you know what the jocks say, there's no such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothing. And I think that's very true. Although proper rider's gear, yeah, you could put a screen on it. I have seen one with fly screens fitted, but it doesn't look right. So I think I'm going to wind it up here now. So just like to say a quick thanks to Claycross Kawasaki for letting me borrow the bike. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm going to be a bit sad to take it back. So thank you very much for coming along, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.